Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Quarantine Car Show. This is basically a video that features a number of people from our group that are in the process of rebuilding their classic car. Given that we can't go to car shows because everything is just freaking chaos outside, I thought I'd start doing this, and it has actually done really well. So I want to thank everybody for sending in your video. More videos are definitely welcome. If you don't see your video in this episode, please remember that we will be using it in a future episode. We want to use everything that comes to us, but unfortunately we got to cut it down to about 3 people per month. So again, if you don't see your video, we didn't just look at it and go, and throw it away. It's actually been archived, and you'll probably see it in a group that's similar to yours in a future month. So thank you again for sending in your video. I posted in our group basically saying that a lot of people weren't sending videos in, and they were having, and it was just kind of crickets. Well, we got a lot of videos kind of in the final hours. So I really do appreciate you people sending those videos in, and our member support on this. The other thing is that if you had an issue sending in a video, I wanted to kind of offer you a solution. So there's a website called WeTransfer. Go to WeTransfer. You can upload your video entirely. You don't have to cut it down to reduce the file size or anything like that. And put in the email address info@myflatheadford.com. Click enter, and it sends me an email link so that I can go and download it and get it into our archive. So it doesn't cost you anything. It's easy to do. Hopefully we can get some more people to start sending in more videos if it's easier to do, because I know a lot of people have struggled with that this last month and let me know about it. And we don't want to miss out on your great content. So definitely check out WeTransfer.com and see if you can get that video over to us. So this month, basically, we had it. The first video that I got honestly really kind of touched me. And it touched me because it is basically a shining example of why I started the Flat Spot in the first place. So without further ado, I want to talk about Sam King and his great 1932 Ford pickup that he's building with his dad.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam King. I'm 16 years old from Napa, California, and this is my 32 Ford pickup project. So my dad bought this pickup in Washington, and our original goal was to finish this by my 16th birthday. And it's past my 16th birthday, but we're still working hard on it. So the first thing we ever did was we had to rivet in the K-member right there, and it's pretty crazy how far we've come. So I'll start with the front, I'll get to the back. So we have a 3-inch dropped axle. We got that from Washington, a guy up there. We have 40 Ford brakes. Kelsey Hayes artillery rims. We've got a 59AB with a 3-pot Edelbrock manifold. It's got a Mert crank. The whole body is original. The grill's original, the hood's original. It has a 31 wide bed. 39 transmission and a 40 Columbia, 2-speed Columbia. Our plan with the wide bed was we're gonna do some cutting to fit it in, and we're going to put a Model T torpedo tank in the back. We like that look. It has a 33 seat riser. Plan on putting the battery and some tools underneath. It has original frame. So yeah, that is our project. Thank you.
Hey Sam, thank you for sending in that video. That is exactly the type of content that we want in the Quarantine Car Show and in the Flat Spot. If there's anything that we can do in the future to kind of help you get that project going, definitely feel free to reach out to us. Check out myflatheadford.com and see if there's anything that we can do to kind of make sure that that truck gets back on the road. Our next video actually comes from John. I'm not going to say the last name because I'm totally going to butcher it, and I have more respect for you than to absolutely butcher your name. So that being said, we definitely want to check out his Model A project and see what he has come along.
All right, you guys asked for some videos of some projects, so here's my 8BA. I've got 3-speed open drive. Got a whole bunch of parts and pieces. kicking around here, ready to go together, and they are going in my AV8 project here. I've got the frame, some of the frame boxed, the rear of the frame is boxed. I stepped the rear cross member up a few inches. I'm ready to mock up the motor as soon as I get my hands on the right water pumps. I've got the F1 cross member all fitted in there. There's my motor mounts from old Yankee Speedco. The F1 cross member, I had to do a bunch of patchwork to it. The whole bottom lip was like completely rotted, so I made a new one with some 1/8 inch by 2 inch flat stock. This is not the body I'm planning on using. I'm planning on finding a steel body. I've got a drop axle that I recently picked up, a 33, and it was fully dressed, had the hubs on it and everything. Juice brakes. So there it is. That's it. That's my project. I'm still, like I said, I'm still searching for a body. I'm looking to go roadster, but they're getting harder to come by. So thanks for checking it out.
Hey John, thanks for sending in that video. We really hope to see what kind of body you end up coming up with for that chassis. And definitely send us another video when you make a little bit more progress. We want to kind of keep up with how these people are, how all of our members are doing with their project. And you're more than welcome to resubmit another video when you have something to tell us. So this next video comes from Joshua. And Joshua has a 1949 pickup that's been in his family for years. Definitely check it out, because you know I'm a sucker for F1s.
Hey everybody, this is Josh. I'm in Cookeville, Tennessee. Wanted to do a quick video walk around of my project, which is a 1949 Ford F1. So this truck has a ton of history in our family. It was purchased new or very, very near to new by my wife's grandfather, and pretty much lived its life in North Carolina, used on a farm, and through the years has made its way from her dad to me. And I've owned it for about 9 years now. And about a week and a half or so ago, I trailered it over to the house, and now it's in my garage, and the first garage it's been in probably 50 years. But yeah, super stoked to have it here at the house and to get ripping on it, and really, really look forward to getting her back on the road. When I said 9 years ago I took ownership of it, I actually drove it out to my parents' house and parked it on a hill and proceeded to forget about it for the better part of a decade. You know, with college and marriage and kid 1, kid 2, it just wasn't a priority. But since we're still kind of in quarantine and got some time on my hands, we agreed it was a good time to start working on her again. So very first thing about the truck, I think that's kind of cool. It's got a ton of patina, ton of character. I don't plan on touching it. Maybe do like a linseed oil mix, you know, like a wipe or something like that, or just clear it. But unless something with the body has to be touched from a structural or safety standpoint, I'm not gonna touch it. It took Mother Nature 70 years to make her look this way. It's been a workhorse all its life. And I don't know, I think it's kind of be a shame, and you know, going against the truck's character to change her up. So anyway, we'll take a quick look here. So one of the first things we did when we got here was to just strip out the seat and all that stuff. Had some mice living in it, and she's just a solid old truck. Gonna have to do some work on the floorboards, but it's really not that terrible. Pull the street sign out of it and the rivets, but she's solid. And even up underneath it, the cab mounts, every critical mounting location is in good shape. So got a good foundation. I guess she's got good bones. But the big issue that we're having right now is in the 8BA. So when I got her home, drained the oil out of it, and it proceeded to dump probably a good, I don't know, quart or two, maybe 2 or 3 quarts of just pure antifreeze, followed by a fair amount of just chocolate milk. So if you guys are watching this, think good thoughts for me that we don't have a cracked block. But anyway, doing some work on that, and as you can see, we've got we've got the head pulled. Looking at the deck here, nothing really crazy on the deck. So maybe, if there's a crack, it's down in a water jacket or something like that where we can't see it, but we're gonna keep plugging away on it, see what we can find, and hopefully save this block and rebuild her. If not, then I will be making it a point to find another 8BA to put back in here. This truck will be a flathead truck. There's just something about these engines, I don't know, even from a traditional standpoint, but me being a younger guy, they're just cool. They're different. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm going to make sure that we keep. So, like I said, think good thoughts for me, guys. I need this block to be good. But anyway, here's passenger side. There's nothing super crazy about it, guys. It's just an old truck, right? But it's got a ton of character, and we're gonna bring her back. And my goal, or my hope, is that, like I mentioned earlier in the video, get her safe, get her as reliable as we can, and my boys one day will get to drive this. I learned how to drive a stick on a 63 GMC. It'd be pretty cool if my boys can learn to drive a stick on a 49 Ford F1. So anyway, guys, that's my truck. Hope you enjoyed it, and certainly enjoy the site, certainly enjoy the page, and love all the content, and keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully I got some updates on this guy here shortly. Take care.
Hey Josh, thank you for sending in that video. That truck was amazing. Honestly, don't paint it. You got me on that one. You should definitely leave it the way that it is. We're really excited for you. We're definitely excited to see videos of that truck getting back on the road. Maybe you and me can compete with trying to get our trucks back on the road. I have a 1948 F1. I'm a complete F1 truck nut. So in the future, if you need any information, never hesitate to reach out to me at info@myflatheadford.com and ask any questions that you have moving forward. I'm definitely here for you guys. That pretty much brings us to the end of the Quarantine Car Show for this month. I really do appreciate everybody that took the time to send in a video. If you would like to send in a video, please do. The email address is info@myflatheadford.com. And if you have any issues attaching that video to the email, also remember to use WeTransfer.com as a very easy way to upload your video and send me a link. So that pretty much brings us to the end of it. Once again, thank you and all of our Flat Spot members for supporting this group and supporting this project. Honestly, this has been a lot of fun, so I really do hope that we can kind of keep it going and shine the spotlight on you guys. This is your community, and this is a wonderful way for the rest of the community to appreciate what you're doing and the passion that you have for Flatheads. You guys have a great weekend and a great week, and hopefully we'll see you right here next month.